Hi guys, welcome in. Hi Gigi. Hi Bad. You know what, Gigi? Don't even start. Don't even start. Hi Nikki. Hi everyone. Hi Peaches. Welcome in, welcome in. Guys, I need to detangle my hair. Hi, thank you, Mampy. Hi K Boogie. Welcome in. Hi Tata. That's fair, Nikki. Hello, hello. Hello, gorgeous girl. Hi, Javier. Casey is giving Amaya and Brian. Javier, what? Why do you say that? I do not think that at all. They don't even be kissing like that for it to be given Amaya and Brian. Brian never let that girl talk. His tongue was always down her throat. Hello, hi Anika. Listen, Tata, coming in hot with a cold ass take. Javier, I'm on you, boy. No, I'm just kidding. Hello, hello. Hi everyone. I'm gonna sorry y'all. I didn't want that. I don't want my pillow to get wet. Thank you, thank you. Hi Ash, hi MPC. Y'all, I do not like getting wet when I do my hair. Is that crazy? Like, is that crazy? Like, girl, you're literally wetting your hair, but you're like, oh my God, I don't want to be wet. Like, what is wrong with you? Hi, Anika. Hi, Ace Trainer, Elroy. That's a name. Maybe it means you're an ace trainer, like you're a lit ass trainer. Hi, Joanna. Explain your take, Javier. Javier requested to join, but I'm not opening up the panel yet, Javier. We got to get to 25K likes. Listen, there absolutely is, Tata. Oh, you think so? You know what, Anika? I don't know. It really depends on my energy level, if I'm honest. Javier, I will let you in when I open the panel. It's strict over here, Javier. Are you new to me, Javier, or you've been here before, my love? Did I see the TMZ video? What TMZ video? No, I haven't. Hi, Mombas. Thank you. Hi, Danny. Oh, welcome in, Javier. I'm strict over here. I don't run the Wild Wild West like the rest of the internet. So happy to have you come up. Oh, Helga? Oh God, y'all. No, I'm definitely not. Are we not tired of her? Y'all, I'm sorry. Isn't that video old as hell? Is it just like more of the video and not just the still shot or something? I don't care, you guys. I mean, that probably sounds cray-cray. I don't mean it like that. I don't mean it like that, y'all. I mean, I kind of mean it like that, but like... Because legit, we already seen the still shot. We already knew that girl was ducking and dodging. She was rolling up underneath that goddamn... Listen, it was giving Spy Kids, okay? I'm cool, girl. I don't care. Like, we been new, okay? We been new. We don't care. Hey, ho, she's got to go. We don't care. No more. Hey, ho, she's got to go. We don't care no more about that girl. Goddamn. No shade, but season 8 is out, and I'm not spending time paying attention to Delulu's, y'all. I'm not. If I'm paying attention to somebody from season 7, it's going to be because it's something actually interesting. She is not showing me anything I didn't already see on the show, y'all. I don't care. Okay? I did watch the first look, y'all, and I'm not even going to lie to you. I was like, It's getting a little dry. It's getting a little dry. Y'all tap up the screen so we can bring Javier in here and jump him on the panel. No, I'm just kidding, Javier. We don't jump on the panels. We don't jump on the panels. I'm just kidding. But y'all tap up the likes so that we can get to 25K. Listen, it's not that the show is getting boring or like, I think this episode is going to be boring, but I know that I'm biased. I feel like I'm going to be bored with this episode because they're bringing in bombshells and I'm not excited about any of them. Like, I don't care about any of these bombshells. They're going to go for people that I probably don't actually give a fuck about, right? The only interesting thing might be Soul and Sincere. That's it to me. Keep it at a buck. Javier Corbin don't want none of their asses in there. Hi, Em. Listen, which is why people are weird about Casey and Anaya, because I feel like all the other couples are just sucking each other's faces off, which is like, fine, whatever. Thank you, Savvy. Hi, Just Jazz. You know what? I should screen record this. Hold on, guys, because I know y'all be liking to see the comments. Hold on. Let me see if I can do that while I'm on here. I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to try it, guys. We're going to try it. Yeah. Casey and I are actually talking to each other, though. But for some reason, that's supposed to make us think that they're not as locked in. I don't know, guys. It's getting weird. What are the standards? What are the standards? Because when when Brian had his tongue down Amaya's throat all last season, y'all swore that they was locked the fuck in. Nah, y'all have good sense. And I told y'all, nah, that's just physical. Ain't nothing real there. Like, exactly that. It's they not kissing enough, and then it's they kissing too much. Which is it? Hi.
What's up? You on live?
Yeah.
Oh.
Mal is stressed. No, we're listen. Jules and Sincere are not gonna die. I mean, I'm sorry, I was reading my son's text at the same time. Sorry, y'all. They are not gonna make it out. Don't y'all get on my nerves. Y'all are so annoying. Y'all are so annoying. Please leave me alone. Okay. How was your day?
Good. I'm gonna let you do your thing. I was just coming to check on you because dropping mine off, and then but you texted me, so I just wanted to make sure you was good.
Okay. Thank you. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me help you with that.
Okay. Shut up. Golly. Ugh. Anyway. No, listen, I get it. Yeah, I get it. Anaya did not pick him at first. But, like, get over it. You know what I mean? Like, get over it. Let it go. Damn. Yeah, you know, he be giving me my little space so I can do my lives, y'all. Get over it. Goddamn. They're cutesy. Ooh, Deja, clock that C. Anyway, Gigi. Hi, Amanda. Y'all, who was on live with me yesterday when I was on Mila's live when I was sitting outside in the sun? Soaking up nature. Beautiful. Like almost 90 degrees outside. It's literally thunder and lightning right now. What the fuck? Listen, as far as I'm concerned, this Mel and Bay conversation no longer even happened. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it no fucking more. Okay? Not you want them to fight, Javier, please. Oh, you're messy. Oh, and I meant to say hi, Jules, my love. Hi. Like, we have not discussed it yet. I mean, I discussed it last night a little bit on my live, but...
I'm sorry.
Oh, good.
You ate, right? Or no?
Yeah.
No.
Yes, I did.
Why'd you hesitate?
Because I didn't finish it.
What you make?
Just eggs.
You want like a bowl or something real quick?
Yeah. I wasn't getting an attitude. He was trying to check me because I've been struggling. I didn't eat today, y'all. Y'all get on my nerves. Yes, K Boogie, go watch it. Listen. Exactly, Jules. Like, listen, they said I'm wrong. Everybody keep it cute. Go on mute about it at this point. And I said it in another live, and I stand by my take that, like, or no, I didn't say it in live. I said it in my group chat. I feel like, yeah, the first look comes out at 1 o'clock, y'all. So it's out. Go watch it. Here's the thing for me about that conversation. Or is that what I was about to talk about? Oh, the conversation, this discourse about Melanie and Bea. What it feels reminiscent of for me is the sort of like, it's not even about Mel and Bea no more. Oh, thank you, Tati. I need to get it moisturized and calmed out. I'm distracted though. You know what, Miss Petty? He's my Corbin and I'm Melanie, okay? Y'all are Bea. Y'all are Bea, okay? No soft voices for y'all. No, I'm just kidding. But like, I like Beatrice, y'all, but listen, what it's giving is like, it's not even about Melanie and Bea no more. And that's when I know I have to tap out. Because the conversation is no longer even about Melanie and Bea. The conversation at this point is about which side is going to be right. Ain't got shit to do with Melanie and Bea no more. Everybody just wants to fucking be right. Either they're team Melanie, they're team Bea, or they're team Nuance, right? And team Nuance is just exhausted with every fucking body. You know what I'm saying? But like, at this point, the conversation is not even about Melanie and Bea no more. Melanie and Bea don't give a fuck. No, they're in Fiji. They have apologized and moved the fuck on. At this point, the conversation is only between they're not even fandoms, you know what I'm saying? But like, they're between the two sides. And what it's giving to me is how that one little girl garnered all that sympathy and ended up catapulting to fame. Because people on the outside of the villa. And you will not catch me giving any of them enough discourse, especially when I feel like they were wrong about something, to turn them into a sympathetic character out here. I'm going to just be quiet. I said what the fuck I said. And that's it. I see your question about which one, because there were 2 sympathy girls last season. I'm being explicit about the bully narrative, right? I feel like if we dig our heels in too much around how Bea was not wrong in that situation, how actually Melanie did move weirdly, if we dig our heels in too much, all we're gonna do is drive that side to feel like, oh, she's being bullied, and so she's now the sympathetic character. And so for me, I'm just gonna back up off of it. I already said what I said. It was rude. She was addressed the same way Kenzie was addressed. She just could not receive direct feedback. She got emotionally dysregulated. She acted out. And now they have resolved it. Move on. At this point, I ain't really got no beef with Melanie, but y'all get what I'm getting at, right? But my beef with Melanie is I don't even give a fuck about that conversation no more. My beef with Melanie is like the pattern of behavior. That's what I don't like. Because what I feel like people are not clocking enough, I know that you all are because we talk about it, right? But what people are not clocking enough are two things for me. Number one, that she throws rocks and hides her hands. We've now seen this with Beatrice and the rest of the girls at that fire pit. We saw it with Kata and with Anaya. Y'all are like, what? When she got up there on that damn challenge and said, I'm going to pull the person that I know has been waiting to taste this again, she looks at Anaya. I don't know if y'all saw that, but I did. I don't like it. I don't like that. I don't like that throwing the rock and hiding your hand. Stand on business, baby. And then it would be one thing if she did all of that and it was like, yeah, bitch, cause I'm that girl and I'm standing on business. It's hot. Okay, thank you. I'm standing on business and da-da-da. But that's not what she's doing. She's like, oh girl, girl, I just like, no, don't do that. Oh, I'm so glad you had fun yesterday, Curry. Like, don't do that. Just stand on business. Just stand on business. To me, I would respect that more. That's why, like, whatever I think about Kata outside the villa, I like that she is standing on business in the villa. Exactly. I don't like that nice nasty. Shut up, Yana. I don't like the nice nasty. But that's because I'm not that way. Right? So I don't like it. I don't care for it. You know what I'm saying? So one, I don't think people are clocking that pattern of behavior of her throwing rocks and hiding her hands. Her sitting down and telling them, oh, I didn't know. It wasn't on purpose. When literally as it was happening in the moment, both Kenzie and Trinity said something to her. She turned and acknowledged them and laughed and said, there's nothing to see here. You're playing in their faces. And I don't like that. I don't like that. Right? So I don't like that. And then the other thing, what's the other thing I don't like about her? Oh, how male-centered that girl is. Listen, everybody on the cast is male-centered to an extent, okay? You have to be to go on fucking Love Island. You have to be male-centered to an extent to go on Love Island, okay? So this is no shade about that part, right? But for me, she is male-centered to the point where she is harmful to other people in the villa, and I don't like that. Because this is the same girl that told us in her intro video, I don't believe in being a girl's, I don't believe in saying I'm a girl's girl. Your actions are just going to show it. And what her actions has shown me is that she's not. And that's why she doesn't like the saying. Because my thing is, if you're, because we all know she was only pulling them men to rile up Sincere. We're clear about that, right? We're clear about that, right? She was literally only pulling those men to rile up Sincere. It was never about actually being curious about exploring them. Y'all know that, right? Okay. So since we all agree on that, why didn't she just say that directly to the girls? Y'all, I feel like Sincere needs to know that I'm just a hop skipping away from being able to be with somebody else. So I'm going to pull your person and talk with them. Because I need him to see. Why she didn't just say that? For me right now, I don't hate Melanie, but she's not a likable character for me. I don't like male-centered ass bitches. Melanie's the girl that when you go to the club together, she'll leave with a nigga and leave you there. She the one that would have left her blind friend in the middle of the club. Like them one girl, she's that girl. That's how I feel about her. I don't like that. I don't like that. Not y'all said I'm bullying her. Oh, well, I said what the fuck I said. Cry about it. So I don't like that about her. She's too male-centered for me. Jules, you're going to be right in the comments with that bullshit. Tell me what is likable about Melanie for y'all. I would like y'all to explain it. What is likable about her for you? What is it that you're like, I like that about her? He is. I don't have no responses yet. You know we getting on you, Jules. What's likable about her? What is it? What is it that you're like, oh, I really like that about her? Because all the people that I like, I have a reason why I like them personally. You know what I'm saying? And here's the thing. Somebody said in the comments, like, Beatrice is not a girl's girl. Here's the thing. I actually don't give a fuck if they're girls. I don't care. But the fact that she included that in her intro as if she was going to come in. She was going to come in and show me through her actions that she was a girl's girl. And then has shown me that she is a dick rider of the patriarchy. You literally said you're going to lay on your back and get that man however many kids he wants just to have a man. You over here scratching your neck and twitching and shit behind a man? Behind having a man? So y'all, she was never gonna be relatable for me as a character. You know what I'm saying? It was never gonna be relatable for me. Take a 10-minute tap break, y'all. And the panel can come up. But y'all are gonna have to explain. I need y'all to explain, what do you like about her? What is likable? Tell me. Tell me. I want to hear it. Let me know. Okay, I'm about to start bringing people up. Hold on. Hello.
Hello. While Tina's bringing up a panel, I'd like you to know there's 213 of y'all in here. Welcome to the Teenocracy if you're not aware. Since people have already started reporting, and I think it's the melodramatics, they're being a little meloony. Ha ha ha, get it? They're starting to report. Drop some F1s in the chat. Make sure you are tapping the screen so that you can like the live. And if you see the bottom right corner of your screen, there's a tiny little arrow where you can repost and you can share and add to your story. Make sure that you're either dropping F1s or fruits in the chat, please, and tap the screen. You're currently on a 10-minute tap break, but if you go ahead and drop some F1s and some fruits in the chat, we'd appreciate that to keep the live going because the melodramatics are already starting to report. That being said, welcome to the Teenocracy.
Hello, Jules. You know you about to be in the hot seat. Tell me what you like about her.
Can y'all hear me?
Immediately, friend.
Hi, babes. Y'all not the twerk.
Can y'all hear me?
It's so
Yeah, we
dramatic.
can hear you.
Okay,
my God,
I'm just trying to make.
so cute.
I'm just trying to make sure because it's like storming out here as well. But y'all know I'm usually, on the right side of history. But I think I'm having a different approach to this season. Like I'm just based off of how everybody was acting the first and second episode. I just told myself like I need to be prepared for imperfect characters and for everybody to be acting a fucking fool. So, because that's how they started. Like, I don't know. That's just about they gave. Like, I wasn't really connected with anybody. Like, I was halfway connected with Anaya, but then she got boring and I just couldn't deal. Trinity, I misread Trinity a lot. Like, by that third, fourth episode, I was like, wow, like, I really respect this girl. Like, she just, 1 minute she's sucking dick in her mama car, and the next she's having emotionally intelligent conversations. Like, I get it. Like, you a young hoe. Like, you just like me, girl. Like, now I never did that in my mama car. That was crazy, and I cannot wait.
It
for
was daylight
Day.
savings, Jules. Okay.
No, she was crazy for that.
Give
My
her
mama would
10.
have tore me. My mama would have tore me, and she crazy for even saying that on TV. But as far as Melanie goes, I don't have things that I would say like I can say that I love about her because she's definitely a flawed character for sure. But I think I just enjoy her though. Like I just enjoy the good TV that she's giving me. And y'all saying, "Oh, they're just messy. Y'all are immature." Blah, blah, blah. Like, boo, yes, I'm 22. Like, I'm going to be messy. I'm going to be immature. Like, I'm here for a good time. Like, y'all here to watch these girls find love and, be the aunties and, family, all of that. And I respect that. But this year, I'm not here for that. Like, I'm here for the mess. Because that's what
Okay.
the cast is giving me. They're giving me mess. Like, I feel like nobody's really trying to play the game. Everybody's being scary. Nobody wants to explore. So if that's what y'all want to do, then I'm a be up for the shenanigans when it come on my screen.
So,
And
question: who have you seen not want to explore?
none
Well,
of them.
I actually have a different question because I don't mind the mess, but why Melanie and not Kata? Because Kata for me,
Oh no, I
she
love Kata down.
okay, because Kata is
That's my number
messy, but
one.
she stands on her shit, and to me that's respectable, right?
Yeah, no, no, no,
Melanie
no.
is scary bitch to me. Oh, sorry.
No, I respect Kata like 100%. Like when she wasn't letting that girl punk her for nothing. She gagged her. I think Melanie thought like she's used to that nice nasty, like you said. Like she knows how to be nice nasty. She definitely knows how to throw a stone, but the house is made of glass and it shatters right on top of her. Like Kata, that's a strong woman. Like she came up there, she said, "Nah, boo. Like you think you a bitch? Let me show you a bitch." And she
But Jules,
did.
can I take it a little further for you? It's not just that she's going to throw the stone in a glass house. She's going to blame you for her getting cut. That's my problem.
Correct.
It's like, you going to throw the stone, fine. It's in a glass house, okay. But be like, okay, bitch, and I got cut, but I still threw that stone, didn't I?
You know
She's
what?
not like that.
If I'm gonna be honest, I really wasn't feeling Melanie until she popped it with Bia.
And she didn't
I
really
feel like
pop
she
shit because
didn't even
she went
pop the
crying.
Mia.
She didn't pop shit. She
She was
was
like,
crying.
she was like, give me 10. Give me 10.
Okay, yes, she lost it with the post reaction, but like I felt like she controlled it in the conversation itself until like she started wailing all over the villa. Like she lost me at that point, and then when she tried to go up to Kata and be like, "Girl, can I talk to you?" I was like, "Oh, girl, go sit down, go sit." Like,
Where did
no,
she
like
hold it though? Because if she,
she.
because I feel like holding it would have been
Okay,
okay.
well,
And I
well,
blocked you, and
well. Let me explain. Let me explain.
We own you,
I
Jules.
feel like how Trinity like told Bia what the situation was. That's exactly how I took it too. Like, don't come at me when I'm over here keying with the girls, and and I'm like coming off my high, and then you don't even try to be like, "Hey, boo, no, no." Like she said, I feel like da, da, da. Like she came with her with some energy, in my opinion. So if that was me, I low key would have reacted in the same way. Like maybe not like as like it wasn't aggressive. Like that's not the word I'm looking for, but like as emotional as she kind of came off, like it wouldn't have been as emotional, but it definitely would have been like, boo, like who you feeling like? Because who are you to tell me what I can and cannot do on day 3, bitch? Like, let's get
it.
real.
So can I?
Um,
I feel like people have like I don't know why this conversation or like the perception of the conversation they have is so skewed, because what I feel like the energy that she's reading exactly, Anika, is that Melanie's accustomed to being that friend in a group. Nobody tells her. Like she thinks she's accustomed to being the Regina George and friends groups where she's got Gretchens who are afraid to tell her about herself or be direct with her until there are other people around. Bea is that girl who's like, I ain't got time to cut corners with you. Here's what it is. We're interacting in a social setting and you were rude. That's what that was. There was no disrespect to it. It wasn't anything. It was direct. She didn't beat around the bush. That's the problem. She's
but I
accustomed to
think
people beating around the bush with her. Bea didn't beat around the bush, didn't handle her with kid gloves. Because let's not forget, she told Sincere, if I'm fucking up, I want my friends, I want y'all to tell me. They told you, and what did you do? You put on your
Crash out.
Pampers and you started crying.
but I think it was also valid what Trinity said of like you've never had no real conversation with this girl. Like y'all are not friends.
A
So like you
hundred
don't know
percent.
how she's going to react to something. Like not everybody can
And that's
handle that.
fair. That's totally fair, right?
So like I
But
think
don't
so
sit
that's
here and
that's the
Goes from
only
round
reason why
round.
I say like I get where Melanie was coming from because like me and like we've never seen them have a real conversation outside of oh
But
you're
then why
Latina
continue to
like
rah to everybody else and try to misconstrue and
well
like obfuscate what it really was?
What do you mean, like as
When
the
she went
post
to Corbin,
reaction
it was
or
yeah. When
the?
she went to Corbin, it's like, oh, they were mad because I pulled you, and they were somebody was jealous. Or she went to Sincere and tried to make it what it wasn't. Like that. That's the part. Like her not sitting in it is why I can't sit with people's behaviors with her initial reaction. It's like there's other behavior that supplements that she feels like she was in the right up until she tells everybody she was wrong.
And then after that, she doubled down on it, and she still feel like she right.
Well, y'all got that one.
So let me say this, Jules. I love you down. You already know that. I just am always curious. Like for me, I feel like I don't feel strongly about anybody
Me either.
except I'm always gonna root for the black people until they give me a reason not to. Number one, but number two, I'm really enjoying the girls that to me have an air of confidence on the show. I enjoy that, so that's why like I don't really connect to Kenzie. And I don't really connect to Melanie personally because both of them
Okay.
strike me as like weak women.
Insecure,
And that's not enjoyable for me to watch personally.
And that's why I couldn't connect with Melanie either, because she was coming off very insecure. Like even when her and Anaya were having that conversation, and she was like I think that was the first time she cried on the show over Sincere and Kata like talking or whatever. And then she was like, I feel like men always, or people get tired of me, and like I was like, oh girl, like you don't need to be on this show right now. Like you need to go sit in somebody's office and
She's
figure
got a
out.
lot of she's got a lot of insecurities, which I definitely empathize with. You know what I'm saying? I just for me, it's not fun TV. That's probably the biggest reason why I don't enjoy her more than like even anything else. Like her saying that she can only talk to one guy at a time. Then why are you on Love Island? That's literally not the premise of the show. And then her having like so much judgment about Anaya having a roster when again, that's literally the premise of the show. And then her just being so like easily triggered, I guess, So it makes it hard for me to enjoy her.
But I feel like even when she said that, because I'm like clocking, I feel like she's like one of those type of liars. I don't know which word to put in front of the liar, because she lied to Anaya's face when she said that she didn't know that Sincere was pulling Kata for a chat when she literally walked past the man. And she acting like she ain't got no common sense. And then you say, what did you just say, Tina? That she
She can only date one man at a time.
Okay, yeah, but you were the first one to hop on Corbin, so make that math.
Which is why we know it wasn't real, right? Because she literally told us I can only date one man at a time. So you're just in here playing right now. And I feel like, why are you in my villa then? Let somebody else come in.
She was playing. She felt like she had to get her lick back with Sincere. Like that's all that was. She felt like she was trying to get a lick back, and it was a stupid lick back though. Like she did.
It
look
wasn't
thirsty.
even a lick back to the back. It was ridiculous.
It really wasn't. It wasn't no reason for her to get a lick back because according to him, they had already talked about exploring but still being committed to each other. So there really was no reason for her to be upset about him. No, that was the conversation they had, and she never said no. We didn't. She never said that. She was like, well, yeah, but like you should have told me, which I don't disagree with her. I think he should have told her. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you should have just been straight up that I am going to pull Kata. I am going to explore, blah, blah, blah. But you did know that was part of y'all's dynamic. Like that was not new news. You know what I mean?
Shouldn't be feeling so hurt.
Correct.
I mean, I don't feel like anybody should be feeling that hurt.
I feel like if that's how you're going to feel, then like she's going to make it less enjoyable to watch the show because is he going to be able to explore or are you going to lose it every time he does?
Well, I mean, based off of how he just acted in this last episode, I think she's definitely going to lose her shit if he does it again. Like, he basically just coddled her this last episode and be like, I want you, it's only you. And like, now they back on this little... I mean, I felt like her and Sincere were a bad idea from the jump. Like, Sincere gives me nothing but like high school vibes. Like, it... I don't know. And so does she, though. So does she, though, now.
I forgot that y'all are right. I'm sorry. I'm not even doing my panel how I typically do it. Y'all are right. She actually did say men are allowed to have rosters because they're men. So she really shouldn't have been tripping. Y'all are fucking right.
What?
Again, bird brain behavior.
When did this happen?
Right?
Bird brain in the first fucking episode, bird brain ass shit. I cannot. But yeah, so let me let y'all actually rotate. My bad, y'all. I actually am hoping that Soul goes for him. Her best friend already came online saying that he would be the one that she thinks that she would go for. So we'll see. Okay, Bag, your mic is not on, but you can unmute and go first, my love.
I want to go right with the vibe, but
Okay.
just ask if
Okay.
it's 3 dreads and claw.
Wait, Bags, you're breaking up.
Oh, is it better?
Talk again.
You sound underwater, dear.
Good now?
No, you sound underwater.
I don't know why. Hold on.
Okay.
It's the weather, honey.
I know, right? Okay, Gigi, give me your thoughts, my love.
So,
And
I
about
love.
anything.
So, I last episode, I love that a city is gaining their police officer back. I enjoy that a child is getting their father back. I enjoy that he will be there for the Paw Patrol themed birthday.
Period,
I enjoy
poo.
that he's gonna get his union letter on time to go meet with HR to talk about his severance package. I enjoy these things. What is it you said yesterday, Tina? He the birthday planner.
Be the birthday planner.
Let him be that. I love that for him. But also because I didn't love this show for him, right? I don't think that there's anything wrong with him. I think that there was something wrong with okay, let me stop lying. Let me not lie. I do think there were a couple of things that he said that kind of made me raise my eyebrow that went like, ooh, child. But to be fair, if I'm being fair, this wasn't the setting for him. There are other shows that he could have gone on if he wanted to go on a show so bad. There are other shows that he could have done that would have been better for him. This one wasn't it, right? These girls are trying to be young and turn, and this just wasn't it for him. I absolutely KC, you know that scene of Kevin Hart when he on his show when he jumps on his ex-wife's back and she's all the snake eyes for everybody. Like, KC, get on my back, boo. I will jump behind me. Because what they're not going to do is diminish your words of affirmation and your interest in this dark-skinned black woman who is the blueprint. What they will not do is try to shit on your parade. We not doing that. I absolutely adore his connection with her. I think that he saw something in her that she needed to hear. And I think that's why that conversation took place. His affirmations in her were necessary. And I think people forget that, yeah, she may have a preference, right? She may be color struck, if people have been calling it, right? But people forget that there's an environment that she grew up in around athletes. And if we're being completely honest with ourselves, and I've said this on multiple panels, what are those black male athletes usually go for? They don't go for an Anaya. They don't typically go for an Anaya. Or if they have an Anaya to begin with, they use her for practice and go for a Britton and go for a Kinsey. So it's no different than Aisha Tyler telling black men that she don't fuck with y'all because y'all didn't fuck with her. It ain't no different to me. Right. But also she was open to exploring with Casey. She had those conversations with him. And I'm unfortunate that I feel like we didn't see that because I feel like they had more conversations that led up to that. And so he's telling her that this is what I see in you. And I love that in the first look, she also asks him, what if somebody comes in here? And he said they're going to have to do a whole lot. And that includes topping whatever you got. Like that, honestly made my little Grinch heart melt. And my heart is tiny, y'all, like Grinch style, before giving back all the presents. Like, I don't see it for a lot. But and the one thing I want to emphasize is that as much as I get on black men, I will always give them their 10s when they do the work. KC strikes me as somebody who has done the work. And I will admit that I was the first to admit I had a knee-jerk reaction to his back tat. I sure did because I couldn't see what it said. So I had a knee-jerk reaction to it. And then once I saw it and I got to see him interact, I was like, I like him. I like him. I like him. I like him. And I like seeing their conversations evolve. As for Mel and Sincere, I feel like that's going to crash and burn. It's going to crash and burn. It might make for glorious TV, but it's not going to last long, y'all. They are two sides of the same damn coin. They are absolute opposites that do not attract. And they both want to be the baddies. I'm sorry. They give me the both. They want to be the baddies in a relationship. And that's just what it is. I like Brinity for now. Like, I like them for a fun time. I'm not about anything being serious about them. I like them until somebody else better comes along. Yeah, they look like 23andMe. Yeah, Melanie and sincerely look like they need a 23andMe stat. But I like Bryce and Trinity for now. I like that they're having conversations. I like their comfortability around conversations. I still don't think that she's the girl for him, but I do like the fun time that they're having. Trinity look like she having fun, and I'm here for it as long as Trinity look like she having fun. Um, as far as Gabriel, he doesn't move me except he needs to move back to Brazil. That's about as much as he moves me. Um, I think his hips lie. As far as Corbin goes, he's a Miami Young Jit, and he moves like a Miami Young Jit. And him and Kenzie could stay together. And that's a wrap. Oh, and before somebody else goes, sorry, y'all have had enough time. New top goal, we're at 44K. We need to be at 75K. There's 275 of you. You have 10 minutes to get to 75K. Get the tap in, or else it goes off.
Okay. All right. Vi, please. Do you want to go last, or are you ready to go?
I can go now.
Okay. Go ahead and give me your thoughts.
Look at me. Look at me switching it up a little bit, but don't get used to it. Okay. Anyway. Okay. So look. I actually have something that I want to.
Hold on, Vi. I'm gonna restart your time. To the people asking what Casey's back tattoo says, it's a Maya Angelou quote. It says, "Still I rise" on his back. He also has Malcolm X tattooed on his leg, Michael Jackson tattooed on him, and Nipsey Hussle tattooed on him. And before he ever came in the villa, there are like photos of him like talking about Black women being the blueprint, basically what he said to Anaya, right? Like he has a track record of it. So there you go. All right, Vi, please go ahead, and I'm gonna restart your timer, baby. Go ahead and give me your thoughts.
Okay. Yeah, because I was about to ask the same question. I said, what? And now I see where he going with this, and all he missing is Malcolm X, and he can get married to me tomorrow. Don't play with me. Get me out of here.
That's Malcolm X.
Okay.
Yeah, he has Malcolm X.
Oh, he do? Okay, so then what they still doing over there? No. They can let them have that mess over there. They need to go ahead and go, because I don't need nobody getting away. Because let me tell you something, we petty, and if you don't think we're not gonna remain being petty because of the trauma that we went through last season, do not play with us. If we can do it with 404, please believe we can do it with a 4304, a 613, 7255, whatever. Get out the way. Move your ass. Now the other folks, Kenzie, I want her to go back to Kennesaw so bad. Because her saying that she was still going to pick Corbin, but still want to explore Sean more is giving me cap. Because then why would you not just pick Sean and then just explore Corbin then? Like, why? Sean was there longer. Checking on you, making you eggs or whatever, unseasoned, because you know how they like it. And you still chose up. Like, girl, like, I'm just like, I'm really like over Kenzie. I don't think there's anything that she can do for the rest of the season that's gonna make me be like, okay, she can come sit and have lunch with us. Girl, I don't even want her bringing coffee. Get out my face. Go away. Now, as far as Mel and Sincere is concerned, I'm not even gonna lie to you. When it comes to that situation, I'm about to be Team Sincere because I'm tired of her. And her give me 50 10s and 50s and 10s. Okay, well then drop down and get your ego on, bitch. Shut up. Like, what are we doing? This hypocritical crap. I don't like it. And I really do feel like she's very, very insecure and she has no depth to her. That's why people get infatuated with her at first, is because she's a pretty girl. And then after that, she's nothing. It's giving Roswell on a rainy day in North America. Like, who going over there? We're not going over there, boo-boo. Can you read? Do you write? When was the last time you held a pen, Booski? Can you give me at least a couple, a poem or two? You talking about give me 10, give me 10. It sounds like you want to rap. Maybe you should go do that and holler at Amaya. I'm just saying. Because you ain't going to get by Ola. I can guarantee that. And that's just pretty much how I feel about the situation. I did want to ask y'all too, with the bombshells being dropped now, the soul. Did y'all see like how a lot of folks is like for some reason like Soul and Bia together? Have y'all seen that yet?
I saw. Can I just say
I want to know what y'all think about that, but I'm done. I want to throw that in there.
Okay, I just want to tell the mods to go ahead and get to blocking. Y'all, if you can't be in a space and understand that people can have critiques about people without being jealous of them or hating on them, you're a fucking weirdo and you're not welcome in my space, okay? Also, people being pretty does not mean that they're above critique. I know that y'all can't possibly imagine that, but it's true, okay? It's true. You cannot like something about someone and still be like, but they're gorgeous, okay? One is not impossible to exist with the other. We do nuance over here. If you're not smart enough to do nuance, this is not a good space for you. You're going to feel very uncomfortable the whole time you're in here, okay? So just go on and get
time out. We're gonna let them sit in timeout and hopefully they learn something.
okay. Well, shit, I think Bad blocked them already, child.
Sorry, I'm too quick with a block button. You maybe shouldn't have gave me this much power.
I'm sorry. Okay,
I'm quick with a block button.
That's okay. But to the rest of y'all that are in here that might feel compelled to listen, you can dissent. You don't have to agree with everything in this space. You can dissent. Absolutely. You better have a better argument than you're just jealous. Baby, shut the fuck up. That's not a good enough argument. You're going to have to give me some factual evidence, a reason why you disagree with my take. Not just you're jealous. That is the laziest fucking argument. I do not want to hear that in here.
Also, they caught me on the wrong panelist. Don't come for my fave now. Because we don't play that over here.
Period.
Y'all, not me, Bobos, but they were saying that Vi is jealous of Melanie. And they were like, well, why is the pretty girl, which that's already telling. That's already telling if you really want to wake that shit up. Why is the pretty girl getting hated on? So you don't think the other girls on the island are pretty? You're a fucking weirdo. Get out of here.
They're gorgeous.
Get out of here.
It's
because
more
no
than
shade all tea, but Anaya's shitting on everybody on that island. I said what I said.
Clock it.
And is.
It is.
And do. But you gotta be more than
daddy.
just pretty, you guys. Like, where is the depth to her? Like, you know, everything she's talking about is like what she wants to beg for somebody to be for her when she's not even like that for herself.
Well, and let's just keep it a buck. She said last night, I'm only pretty.
And y'all mad at me.
And did. At least she's aware of her bird brain behavior.
So what are y'all talking about? She came on the show and said, I'm the top dog of the Delulu crew. She said that. So why are y'all mad because people are pointing it out? Don't be weird. Don't be weird. Don't be weird. Don't be weird.
They're okay with hearing it from her. They don't like hearing it from us, though.
Well, y'all know how that goes. Y'all know how that goes. Birds of the feather flock together. That's the fucking show. Anywho,
can I give the tea that I couldn't give because my mic was messing up?
Yes.
Why did K Boogie come in and ask if we knew that 3D and Clark broke up or when they broke up?
What?
Did they break up?
Up?
That's what they said. I want to know.
I don't know. Broke up.
Yeah, come
I
back
love
and
good
answer.
news. I love good news.
Nothing love good news. Shut
I
up.
had to come in here and tell y'all. That's why I had to come up here and tell y'all.
Okay, so you've been hearing it's a rumor. It's a rumor.
Oh, dang. Well, don't come in here with a rumor that's not true. Don't get us excited.
Let's wait until TMZ posted. Like TMZ posted, you know, I know y'all don't say her name, but
It's okay.
her sliding under that garage like she was Kim Possible.
Listen, I do know that Clark apparently recently did an interview. Somebody sent it to me. I am not interested, you know, no shade. So I won't be listening to it. It's season 8. They don't get no more airtime. Okay. Bab, please go ahead and give me your thoughts. Then we'll go Anika and then Jules.
All right. I don't want to rehash too much on the Melon Bea thing because, listen, Ginger's Live almost gave me a headache this morning. So all I'm going to say about that is Mel has a sense of entitlement beyond anything I've seen, at least this season. Like, that's the only reason she acts the way she acts. It feels like she can do whatever she wants without thinking about anybody else and then not get called out on it or get mad when she is. Also, she was lying when she said she wanted Sincere to be real with her, because if he had disagreed with her about this whole situation, she would have been pissed and she would have been crying again. She would have needed 25. She wouldn't have needed 10, she would have needed 25. So I'm over her. I think it's raps. I don't think she can come back for me. Anaya and KC, that's my couple. They're so cute. I love them down. Love them down. Thank you for saying my voice is cute. Yes, they're my faves. Like Gigi said, I'm here for Bryce and Trinity for a fun time, not a long time. They can stick it out until somebody that's meant for them comes in the villa that's not way older or way younger. I'm good with that. But they're cute for now. I'm okay with it. Who else? I'm also Team Sincere for now. Until he do something else to piss me off. Because he's a little shady. Gabriel, I need him gone. I need him gone. He's grossing me out. Why was he playing with that girl's Invisalign? That's disgusting. That is disgusting. That's been all in her mouth. It's got your saliva. It's got her saliva. It's got everybody in the villa saliva because y'all be kissing on each other all damn day. Ew, disgusting. I can't do it. Who else?
Imagine how he kissed before he even got there. I feel like he kissed 10 people before he even came downstairs. But never mind.
Right? And then, okay, thank goodness, baby daddy cop is gone. Kindergarten cop is gone. This is what I wanted. This is what dreams are made of. Shout out Lizzie McGuire. I'm glad he's going to be there for that baby's birthday. Have fun. Paw Patrol it up. Cake and ice cream. Have it all. Like, the final straw, I already didn't like him. The final straw was when he was licking all in Kenzie's mouth that night. Because what was that? Why y'all just touching tongues? It's disgusting. Now, last person I'm going to talk about, because nobody else is getting on my nerves right now. Corbin. With that ladies ass voice. I need him gone. He has to be AI. He's not real. He done said the same thing to everybody in the villa. Yes, that's him. He has said the same thing to everybody in the villa. He does not have one original bone in his body. And I need him gone immediately. Is there anyone else I need to talk about?
Zach.
Is there anyone else I need to talk about? Gigi's killing me.
Zach, you missing Zach.
Oh, Zach. Zach is okay. Him and Kata are cute for now. I don't know. I don't really have too many feelings about either of them. To be honest, I just want Zach to stay because him and Bryce crack me up. They are hilarious, and I love the edits. I'm having a time. I'm having a key. So they can stay for that. And that's all.
Period. Okay. Listen, Chelsea, I'm just going to address your comment real quick, and then we're going to go to Anika and Jules. Chelsea, I see your comment. I like Casey and Anaya, but looking at the first look up episode 6, I am scared. I want y'all to, I'm gonna say this, and I want y'all to just, pump your brakes. That man told Anaya, when I think about Black women, I see you. I'm sorry, but I don't think he moving for no light Bryce, for real. If I'm keeping it a buck, okay? I don't think he moving for no light Bryce, for real. And that said, y'all, you also have to remember that they be chopping shit up. You feel me? They be chopping shit up. Now, I do think that we're going to get more of Casey and Anaya in this episode, obviously, or we wouldn't have seen as much of them in the first look as we finally did. But I don't know if I think he's going to move for no light Bryce, for real.
No, he's sticking around for those NBA courtside tickets. That's what he's sticking around for.
See, y'all think he has ulterior motives. I actually don't know that I believe that.
I think it's a possibility we need to examine. I think. I'm not saying he's not genuine. I'm not saying he doesn't like her. But I'm saying it might also play into what part of the interest is. I'm just saying.
I mean, I can understand that, but I will say that when he found out that, right, he didn't get picked and then she got paired with him and they were like, are you happy? He was like, I'm overly happy. Like, he was happy to already have been like he was kicking his feet when that girl didn't end up with Sincere and he was able to get her. And I paid attention when he first came into the villa. Anaya had his attention when he first walked in that motherfucker. I think he always was gonna be on her, period. Do I think it's a possibility? Sure, but I think there's always a possibility at like ulterior motives, but I haven't seen enough of them to feel like that's legit what it is. But anyway, Anika, go ahead and give me your thoughts, my love.
Yes, that's fair. Anyway, I'm going since I've so I've brought in my Casey point, so we've dismissed that. Y'all, I understand a light-skinned Jamaican. That is a recipe to run real far. Like just disappear. See that and go in the opposite direction. Because the first thing I noticed with him last night when he was talking to Kenzie, and then Kenzie brought up the thing that Kata said, he was able to very skillfully manipulate the conversation to calm her down and bring her back, reel her back in. And I found it very slick. And then somebody pointed out to me, I think it was Amina, that she detected an accent. And then I found out he was Jamaican. So I was like, oh, it makes sense because they're all very slick like that. I don't see him. I think the only reason, and I think that was the only reason why he chose, what's her name? Kenzie, because the person who he really wanted was Kata. And if Kata was playing, if they probably had more time, or if Kata actually kissed him, he would have chosen her. What else? What else? Let me see what else I can think of. There was something, Tina, you had said earlier about the conversation between Melanie and Sincere about them being quote unquote closed, but still exploring, and Melanie agreeing with that. To be honest, I don't think Melanie actually wants that, and she's hoping that she's good enough for him to stick around her, but was just very accommodating and male-centered to kind of make him feel, well, okay, she's being agreeable. I don't see her, and I think it proved itself in her reaction to him talking to Kata, and it is going to in the first look, because I was cackling at that first look. I found it very funny. When she leaned over and she touched him and she said, wait, where did this red paint come from? Which was from the other girl. You could see the entire demeanor and expression change. And it was the same. To me, it just looked like, I mean, I'll see the full episode later, but it looked like, okay, not again. We're not going, give me 20, give me 30, give me 100. We ain't going there. And then I found it also funny, Kata's reaction. So I'm anticipating the battle of the beiges, because the way Zach looked at that girl, and that girl had some meat on her bones, we're gonna have some problems. And that's my only thoughts for now.
Listen, I don't disagree with you. And Kata already gave us a facial, so we know she about to have a little moment of not liking something while tonight's episode. So we know something is gonna come out, because Kata ain't been up on. I feel like, to your point, Jules, about the girls not exploring, I feel like the only person that is true for is honestly Kata and Melanie, because we know that her talking to them boys was not real exploration. Like, Kata has not been out of that man's face since she got to the villa, you know? And I honestly feel like she only pulled Corbin because production probably encouraged all of them to talk to him, which was weird that they pulled him instead of him pulling them, but whatever. Okay. Y'all are out of order, but I remember it's Jules, and then we're going to go Lule, Jim, K-Boogie. So Jules, give me your thoughts, my love.
Can I do a tap goal real quick?
Oh, yep. My break.
Okay, y'all need to get to 100K in the next, I'm going to give y'all till 50.
Ooh. 9
because
minutes.
It's too many of y'all in here. So 100K.
It's 308 of us in here at 308. Oh, damn, you fucked it up. Now it's 307. It's okay. So yeah.
Back to 309, Tina.
I'm like, come on, 308, 308. And then we'll give y'all a tap break, y'all. We will give you a tap break after you get to the 100K, okay? The first look is on the app, Vi. I would show it to you. But that's too much work. I'm not even gonna lie. I was about to tell you some convoluted story, but it's just too much work. That's it. Not 5 more minutes, Tashina. It's 318 of y'all. Look, y'all are already at 81K. Yes, Bobo. So you can literally just keep tapping on my face, and that should let you go ahead and hit the goal. I see y'all's comments. I mean, your questions. Y'all ask them again after the whole panel goes. Drop your questions for me, okay? Because we're probably gonna miss them right now. So redrop them again after we go through the whole panel, because I want us to be able to answer your questions. Okay, Jules, go ahead and give me your thoughts, my love.
Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
100K AOA. So, hey family, I know we got off to a little rough start with me. I feel like it's going to continue. I'm okay with being the ugly duckling this season. I'm fully prepared. So, where do I want to start? Let's start with the bombshells. I'm not fucking with none of them. They can all go back home. I don't live. Yeah, no. I'm not even living for, low diet ice spice. Like, send her back home. I'm not here for it. I seen a tweet where they were like, "This is the baddest team to ever step foot on Love Island history." Like, girl, bye. She's very regular.
But she's cute though.
Now who do I want to get to first? She, but yeah. Oh. Okay, sorry, I got a little notification. Who do I want to start with? I love Trinity. I already spoke on that. Like, I feel like I had a rough start with her, but I really love her. Like, I feel like she's the most genuine out of the girls to me. Except for this bullshit she doing with Bryce. She kind of pissed me off with picking him last night. Like, I feel like his bag should have been packed up at the door over Sean. No shade, but I understand. Like, nobody wants a baby, so cool. Anaya, like, I really, really, really want to love Anaya, and I still do, but like, I want her to stop like this therapist role that she put herself in. Like, it's draining the fuck out of me. I kind of like sigh every time I see her on the screen because she's coddling somebody or telling a girl it's gonna be okay. And you said you only think who did you say it was only like 2 people that didn't explore. None of them girls explored. Like, Anaya ain't explored shit. She's scared. I don't know why she's moving so scary, miss. I want a roster, but you ain't building no roster. But whatever. Kata, like, I feel like she dibbled and dabbled. Like, she wanted Bryce wasn't really her judge. Zach, like, if I'm Barbie, I'm looking for my kin. Like, so, and there's really no other kins in the villa outside of like Casey. So, and Casey's kind of like, real strapped down with Anaya, and respect to that. Now, to the Casey comments, it really threw me off because, and I feel like, because everybody kept asking my opinion, like in a group chat that I was in, I was like, I gotta sit on this because, like, it was just like so random to me. Like, for him to just say that really threw me off. And I kind of didn't like it at first because I was like, you insinuating that this girl is insecure on national television, and I didn't really like fuck with that. Like, it would have been cute if we would have got prior context as to why like he would say something like that to her. So I don't like production if there was a conversations that they have had like prior to him saying that. Like, they should have showed that. Like, somebody in the room should have been like, we can't just throw this in there without like giving backstory. So I didn't like that. Who else? I feel like it's mad people that I'm not touching. Kata's my favorite so far. Like, she's just the realest outside of Trinity. Like, them 2 girls are my tops. Kenzie can go the fuck home. Like, Ditzy Barbie is just not working. Like, she's not even like funny. Like, she's just dumb. So she has to go. She's draining my brain cells. She doesn't read. I can tell that. Gabriel, he needs to go to him and his little lustful. Yeah, I'm just over it. Bia, I don't fuck with her. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I know that's like some of y'all fave, but no, I don't live. And it has nothing to do with a leg, because I heard the space the other night and they was bringing up her leg and like how people, you know, um, like aren't giving her a chance because of her leg or something like that. And I'm like, it has nothing to do with the leg. Like I just don't feel connected to Bia. Now I will say like the conversation she had with Melanie, which Melanie was definitely like trying to be shady, bitch. Like she was definitely calling her manly. Like let's I'm gonna call a spade a spade. Like she was definitely trying to call her a little manly. But I did like the end of their conversation because like that was the first time where I got to see her be vulnerable, and I feel like I did need that from her a little bit, like to see what was really going on in her brain. And I think that's kind of the same thing I'm getting with Anaya. Like I'm like, girl, you so soaked up in everybody else shit that I don't even really know what Anaya really wants. Like, what do you want out of this experience? What type of man do you really want? Like, I feel like she's just coasting through and it's bothering me. So I'll just leave it there for right now.
Why are y'all reporting Josie literally didn't say anything bad at all? But Jules, I have to drop you for 10 minutes so you can come back. Listen, y'all. I'm realizing I didn't give y'all all my thoughts on all the girls. So I'm gonna say this. Number one, my top girls to start and steal, Anaya, Beatriz, and Kada. And that's because they are, in my opinion, the three most confident girls in the villa. Now, I know y'all are going to be like, Anaya, Tina, I want you to think back to episode 1. When that girl first came in, her energy is magnetic. She clearly commands a room. I think that you all need to give her a little bit of grace around how she might have been a little rattled after she was rejected on the very first night, right? And I also want us to, give her a little bit of grace around the fact that we're not seeing, I know that y'all know this, right? But I'm just saying it out loud because sometimes we need reminders, right? We're seeing 1 hour out of 24 hours. I don't think that the other men are really moving for Anaya, which is part of what I think might have prompted Casey's conversation with her, right? If she's so clearly the homie, right, with Sincere, we never really see her talk to Bryce or Zach at all, right? Gabriel, does he talk to anybody without his tongue out? You know what I'm saying? So like outside of Sean, who said, oh, you were my girl when I came in, but then never fucking pulled her, didn't even pull Trinity until the very last night before, this recoupling happened. Not that he knew the recoupling was happening, but didn't even pull her until that day. Nobody's really pushing for her. And so it might be shaking her confidence a little bit because how did she probably grow up as a little dark-skinned Black girl? And so I feel like that conversation was really about him trying to affirm whatever's happening in this villa, you're still that girl. You really still are the blueprint, whatever they're doing. And I think that he also knows, because he said it, right? Y'all typically get the short end of the stick. I think that he understands that what her experience might be being like in the villa is probably reminiscent of what her experience might have been like in the real world before, and just wanting to make sure that she knows it's not about her. You know what I'm saying? She really is that girl. And so for me, I can appreciate that about him, and it makes me have a lot of grace for her. And so listen, oh really? I just combed it out and put it back. Listen, I also want to say too, for me, I think all of the Islanders are on a neutral playing field until they do something that makes me feel like I can't connect with them and I don't really like them, right? For me, I wasn't sure about Trinity. It was giving beautiful gowns at first. You know what I'm saying? I was like, girl, is there, something more upstairs than air? And she has shown that there is, and so I can appreciate that now about her. I was always going to root for her because she was a Black girl until she did something that was bad. You know what I'm saying? The other girls that I don't really move for Melanie, like I said, and Kenzie, because I do feel like they are the most male-centered there. And so that's never going to resonate with me. I'm never going to be a fan of a woman that shows up like that. You know what I'm saying? And I think that Kenzie is playing. I think she's if it ain't white, it ain't right. Didn't nobody tell y'all this was an all-white party? That's what it's given to me. And so I feel like she's playing to try to stay in the villa and trying to convince herself that she's attracted to these men, and I don't think that she is. I don't think that she is, y'all. Okay. And I agree to the person that said all of the girls have to be male centered to an extent to go on the show. I argue that all the time. You absolutely have to be male centered to go on a show like this where the entire premise is like being picked in a sense, right? Even when the girls are picking, it's still about, well, which guy would want me? You understand? 10-minute tap break, y'all. Take a break from tapping. I agree. And Melanie is like, oh, just, man, I need a man. That's how Melanie is acting in a fucking villa. And that shit is getting on my nerves. You gonna get this man a football team just so he'll pick you? I can't. You're 24, mamas. Lock in, okay? Lock in. And then Kenzie being so rattled because someone said that her blonde hair that is from a bottle is not their type. Weird. And then her line, her saying that man said that her blue eyes were beautiful when really what he said was that her eyes were piercing. Interesting. Interesting. So yeah, that's for me why those two don't land for me personally. Y'all know, if you've been rocking with me since last season, y'all know that I never really rock with the men like that for real. Like they just are kind of side characters on the island with, as far as I'm concerned. But I will say that I actually, this season, feel like they did a better job with the guys for one. And I have enjoyed some of the conversations I've heard from the men. I think the only man that's still in the villa that I really don't fuck with is Corbin and Gabrielle. But I'm willing to allow Gabrielle to stay because he is serving a purpose for Beatrice. He is rewriting some things for her. He is reconfiguring some things for her around what it means to be able to be feminine and to be in a feminine energy. And so I'm going to allow it as long as it continues to serve my girl's purpose. And she already clocked him tonight that like, he's with me until something better comes along. And so I need her to continue to move with that wisdom. You feel me? All right. That's my take on everybody. Lule, please give me your thoughts, my love.
Hey guys. Yeah, I definitely agree with everything you said, literally on point, one word for word. I'm like, should I even speak? But the thing for me after last night's episode is that, yeah, I need Melanie. Like, I understand Melanie is good TV, but it's the type of good TV that you get tired of really fast. And I think for me, the other, when she was talking about Corbin Blue and talking about how much he is her type to a T, the whole episode, the girl was sounding like she was in heat, okay? She wanted that man to pick her. Even when he told her how him and Kenzie kissed, she acted like it wasn't a big deal. She's like, yeah, okay, yeah, right? And she wanted to still be picked by him. But then she goes and has that conversation with Sincere, basically telling him, you know what, just check me if I ever act up. Why would you ever say that to a man? First of all, like, don't, baby me. I'm not telling no man that bullshit, but you just also crashed out at another girl who did that to you. So it's okay when the man does it, but it's not okay when the woman does it. Like, that's problematic as fuck. Like, you need to check yourself. And she will not stop talking to Corbin. I think people still think that this girl's going to give up, especially now that we will see him either going for the new bombshell or going for Kada. Ultimately, what I believe is that he picked Kenzie because obviously she was the safe choice, and that he was to prove to Kada that she will earn his trust in trying to take things slow, because she made it clear to him 3 times that she didn't want him to kiss her. The other thing is that I do like Bea, but I do feel that her picking Gabriel as well is gonna bite her in the back, because that guy will move really fast. I do not trust him one bit. I just hope at least she gets to Casa, but I don't know. I really don't know what that blonde is coming for in that villa. It's definitely not Zach. maybe Bryce, but I could see her putting a lot of work on Gabriel, and we know how easy he is, right? That conversation he had with Bea yesterday when they were talking about, she was talking to him about Kenzie having options and him being one of them. He did not seem interested at all, and then he has that conversation with Kenzie, doesn't turn her down once, right? He still wanted to have options to be picked. And going back to Casey and Anaya, it's just honestly really sad for a lot of people to watch that scene between him and Anaya, where he's trying to, like, obviously console her or at least reaffirm her in ways that, you know, she probably hasn't been in the past, especially because she sees that, number one, Sincere chose Melanie over her. And when Gabriel came into the villa, he didn't really speak to her, not that we saw. And this Corbin guy is moving for the other girls, right? He probably clocked that. So it's very, very obvious in that sense. So to see that conversation and then for the audience to then flip it and make it into something negative was really disheartening to watch. But at the same time, again, people have a lot of PTSD from the show, especially Black men on Love Island, right? But I just say it's been like 5 episodes and we really haven't seen Casey act or move a certain way that will make, you know, you doubt his intentions or you doubt his Casey and Anaya could be in a totally different couple come next Wednesday, right? It doesn't disprove anything that they had in the beginning because maybe by next episode they find somebody that they're more inclined towards, right? Right now, they like each other because that's who they're getting to know. Their relationship could be on a whole different level, but ultimately he's trying to show her that I like you, but I also understand that you can't be rushed in a way that makes you scared that I'm maybe putting on too much. Some people are like, oh, he doesn't really give her anything. You know, it's just like, first it was Anaya doesn't like him. Now it's Casey's lying, right? So it's like every day it's a new narrative. It's like, guys, just watch the show. Obviously, we don't see all their obviously we don't see all their scenes because you can see them in the background and then you don't ever hear their conversations. Like Anaya thankfully actually gets a lot of screen time to the detriment of her character in the sense that it's just basically the villa therapist. But again, everybody pulls her for a chat, maybe because they truly trust her. And unfortunately, we do say this is not Friendship Island, but being friends with everybody can get you into spaces that people like Melanie might not be able to come, you know, a couple of weeks from now, right? Ultimately, Islanders do make decisions as well. Sincere and Melanie, at some point, Sincere is going to be really scared and wanna dip, but it all depends on who comes. Everybody is comfortable right now. Bryce and Trinity, very interesting. Trinity is falling really hard. I can see it. So it will hurt if Bryce, you know, finds somebody that he likes. Zach and Kato don't give me anything, guys. Do they even get screen time ever since she came? No, I like Kato individually. Zach is very boring. I don't know anything about this guy other than he likes to go vacation to the Czech Republic or Costa Rica. I don't know where it was. Croatia. Why? Because she wanted to. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've always wanted to go. Kata, I feel like she needs that passion. She needs somebody like that brings out the fiery side in her too. Right now, I see more passion between Zach and Bryce. Like, I'm not seeing anything between them two. But yeah, so tonight's bombshell should be interesting. They do look better in motion than in the pictures that we've seen. But the guy is 21. I understand we complained about all the guys being 21.
What?
Yes.
He's younger than me.
He's 21. Soul, I think, is 24, 25, and Jen is 23. Who's he going to connect with? I wanted him to get with Kenzie so we can vote them out, but now I don't even know. So, yeah, but
maybe
that's
Kata.
Who? Kata? Yeah, they are both close in age. That would be interesting to see. But I think if she leaves Zach, it's got to be somebody that's like really crazy about her too.
The age minimum is very low. I don't even think it's 21, y'all, because wasn't Gabby on Love Island Games younger than 21? Wasn't she 20? She was going to turn 21.
I don't know, but
They
there was a
had
girl on Love Island UK
They had
that was like
19-year-olds
19.
before. They had a
Yeah.
19-year-old before.
You can be very, very young. No, they've had
Yeah.
19-year-olds before, Jim. So it's not drinking age. But also reminder that drinking age in other countries is different.
Yeah. So they'll be the Fiji drinking age, not the United States. But yeah,
Someone
that's too
Google that.
young.
What is
I feel
that?
like guys should be above 23, in my opinion.
Yeah, I feel like if it's going to be, it should either be 18 to 24 or it should be 23 to 27 or something like. But I think the wide variance like doesn't make sense to me, right?
Yeah.
Because here's the thing about Sean, guys. I know that some people like wanted Trinity to choose Sean. I'm never going to root. Hi, Ginger. For my 22-year-old reality TV niece to be paired up with the 29-year-old baby daddy cop. Y'all
Absolutely
are crazy,
not.
actually. Like, what? Are y'all okay? Because that's not giving I'm okay behavior. Okay. And so she made absolutely the right choice because she needed to stay in the game. And right now, Bryce didn't have another option. So he remains safe for her. That said, I do need them to go ahead and move the fuck around, but I need them to stay locked. I need them to be loyal enough to each other to carry each other to the point of their types coming in and then separate. Now, if Bryce moves for this little white woman that comes in or this light bright, either one of them, if he moves for them, it makes Trinity vulnerable.
I'll be pissed.
Problem.
I'm coming for him.
Period.
I will ride at dawn about that man. Okay. Do not do that to her. I'm just saying.
But
He'll
Tina, I
be
got a
back with-
question though.
Yes.
Okay, cause I'm like, I see like the age thing and everything like that too. But my thing is like, they can still kind of allegedly fib to get on the show. Cause that one girl from last season, when she came to Casa, that heifer was like 36, but she was telling everybody she was 21. Remember her? And they still let her on the show.
No,
she was
who?
no 20. She was in
Vanna?
her though. Nuh-uh, the one with the face.
Bad.
She was the one with the
nose
face.
job. The one, I think she got a nose job or something like that. She was
Goodbye.
She's the one with the big high cheekbones. Like she got the
Yes,
That was
Jigsaw. Yes.
Okay, whatever. That heifer was 40. So it's kind of like, is the age thing really going to work?
She
though? Because
wasn't 40
they still
'cause
left him online.
She wasn't 40 because I'm 40.
You're
She
black,
wasn't 40
Tina.
because I'm 40.
Who was
You're
40?
black.
I'm 42.
But
I'm
I
also
mean, y'all not about to
40.
sit here and tell me like that heifer don't look like she can have grandkids. Like, stop playing with me.
Who? Vanna?
You're black with no injections.
It
You
was
know what, never
She's
mind.
40 with 50 injections.
It was just the injections, y'all. That's it.
Yeah. Didn't
And
she say
said that
she got
was
an
allergic to
allergy?
something. Yeah, she said
got-
she was
yeah.
allergic to something
Yeah.
on the island.
Like all the time on purpose?
Not on purpose, but
Not
like
on-
something with the pillow, she said.
Yeah,
Stop.
she slept with the pillow. She
Took
looks
that pillow
fine
home
now.
with her,
She
too,
still has
because
a
when
lot
she
of
left, she
injections,
still
but
looked
she
like
still
that
looks fine.
though. So I don't know how that works.
No.
because
No, she does not look like how she looked on the show. No,
After
she still
she
got the
left?
fillers
She does
and the
look better now.
Botox, but not
Can I ask
not
you a
that
question?
crazy.
She
Can I ask her a
36.
question? Does she look better in photos or like in lives?
Neither. Wasn't a fair question, Tina. That was fair. You know you wrong for that. That was
I don't
not
think
fair.
I've seen her on a live, to be honest.
I have, and it's a no for both. So that's unfair.
If you had to choose one,
You trying to get me in
No.
trouble.
So
What-
I see
seven.
what we doing.
Tina is saying if
I
you have
did
to
walk
choose.
into that one. So seventh letter, that's why I was asking, because y'all know that they Facetune and they filter and they do all this shit to their photos. So I can't trust the photos. I want to know what she looks like, you know, in person. You feel me? So yeah, I'm just curious. Anyway, you know what? Ari, I agree that I appreciated Vanna giving the side eye to what was that one girl? Whatever the one that tried to say that because they was black, they looked better on camera. Like, girl, shut the hell up. And you can have lives on filters too. You're correct. You are not wrong.
Wasn't that Hampton Farmers who said that?
It was Graceless. Y'all are correct. I can remember, child. They a brain fart for me. Okay, I'm gonna go to Ann and then Jim and then K Boogie. Ann, please give me your thoughts, my love.
Hey y'all, what's going on?
Hello.
Right, let's get into it. Yeah, I had to sneak in the bathroom. All right, what's going on? First, I'd like to shout out my boy KC. Period. Listen, I think KC, and after listening to Fifth House last night, shout out to Fifth House. Y'all go follow her, Fifth House readings. I'm a big astrology girly, period. Yeah, I think that their paths were meant to cross because I feel like he's gonna, on some level, help Anaya heal her low racial self esteem. And him affirming her like that, it's like, you're the blueprint as a dark skinned black girl. And I consider myself a dark skinned black girl. I'm way past the paper bag test. Y'all should see me if I go into my homeland with a tan on, that girl. Anyway, love that. He really, I mean, like when we meet people in life, Franny, sometimes they do help us feel a part of ourselves. Kind of like what Gabrielle is doing for Bea, making her feel more feminine. I'm not saying they're healing you, they're healing parts of you. Obviously, the healing is on you, and she might need to go to therapy for that. Yes, she has low racial self esteem because why does she think the light bright is always right? All right. Watch the content. Oh my God, Corbin is so cute. I mean, he's tall and he's light skinned and he got the eyes. That's every girl's dream. Girl, not my dream. Not my dream. My baby father is so dark. Like, I've only been in two significant relationships. I'm 30. And my type has always been more melanin, more melanin, more melanin. Like, if y'all, well, I don't post my son like that, but my son is a very melanated baby. More melanin, more melanin. The sweeter, the blacker berry, the juice. Y'all know what I mean. Yes, thank you so much for saying that. I'm gonna Anna Boo. Listen, Anna Boo. Corbin is beautiful gowns. Tina said not even. I ain't gonna hold you any day. I would date Casey. Casey, my type. He kind of looked like my ex Anthony from high school. A little cutie. You know what I mean? Dark skin. At first, I was side eyeing him. I didn't know if he was genuine, but I'm like, okay. I'm starting to trust you a little bit. I'm starting to trust you. Casey fine. He really my type. Corbin, you look good on the outside, but really y'all overhyping this man. And then he has no personality. Him to Mackenzie. Can you remind me what that was like? Him to Kata. Can you remind me what that was like? Kata. I just want to get to know you better. You gotta earn it. Kata, yes, with the high self-esteem. Yes, my Haitian queen. Because I would have told that man, hell to the nah. He cute or whatever, but he ain't my type. Stop. If that was my son, and I'm a boy mom, not the toxic kind. If that was my son on the island, he would have came home just like the good old Haitians. And I don't even like to do this. I think he needs to get an ear pull. Because son, why you on TV acting corny like that? You didn't even come up with good lines. You went over to Kenzie and said, can you remind me? Go over to Kata and said, can you remind me? Kenzie girl, I don't even want you off the island, okay? All right. I've had some white girlfriends before. You kind of fun or whatever. You kind of fun. You cute. But your happiness is in your eyeballs. It's kind of freaky. But that's okay. That's okay, Kenzie. I don't want you off my island. But I really need you to work on your self-esteem, mama, because what? Listen, just because you got pretty eyes and you have blonde hair that you got from a bottle, like Tina said, don't make you that girl. But she's so male-centered. If I was her, I would have been like, but Zach, my hair I really am a brunette. And if I could, I'd go dye it. Maybe he'd like you. Go brunette, girl. You could, Ariana look cute as a brunette this year. Maybe you should try that. I've seen your roots. Be a brunette. Maybe he might like you. But then again, you don't have the dark eyes that he likes. Girl, whatever. What else I have to say? Melanie and Sincere. He's cool. He's cool. Sincere would probably be the type of dude that'll be like little brother vibes in my eyes because I'm 30. I don't like little boys. But what I have to say is, I think the emotional labor of being with someone so insecure is gonna start getting to him, and I already see it's getting to him, and it's gonna become exhausting to constantly reassure her, and so it's not gonna work. Sean, my man, single parent to single parent, say hi to your boy for me. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they should have brought me on the island. He's not my type, but we could be friends, single parents to single parents. Because next time, if you gonna bring like a 29, 30-year-old, can you bring another single mom? Come on, yo. This could have been a match made in heaven if they brought a little single parent. You know what I mean? Could have blended families or something like that. But Sean, I'm really turned off by the fact that you're a cop. You a cute Blasian too. I like Blasians. I got nothing against Blasians. I date everything black and Latinos. Those are my type. But you got a little black in you. That's kind of cute or whatever. But you had to be a cop and turn me off. Ew, 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 ew. What else? I guess that's pretty much it for. Did I miss any of the couples? Oh, Bryce and Trinity give friendship couple, but that's cool. Trinity, I like you. You give bubbly black girl. Love that. Love that for you. Yeah, that's all. Thanks, y'all.
Thank you, Anne. Y'all said something in the comments that I wanted to respond to, and now I can't remember. Ain't no such thing. Karma's a bitch. No shade. All tea. I'm not sorry, y'all. Maybe y'all might be new to me, and so I want you to only be in spaces that feel good to you. But it's definitely a cab over in this bitch. No shade, all tea. Okay. It's definitely pro ho over here. Okay. It is pro hoochie mama over here. It's pro hoochie daddy over here. It is pro T's. It is pro H's. Right? Like it's. Listen. Okay. So I just want y'all to know. Exactly, Aaliyah. I clocked that T. Okay, you decided to go into the academy in 2019, and you was in 2020. Y'all know what was happening in 2019, 2020, right? So you made an active choice to say fuck people that look like me. So it's I'm good.
I had to clock my best friend yesterday on that because she was like, "Why am I crying?" No, girl, not it. Sorry.
Princess, we're talking about kindergarten cop that went home last night. Yeah. What else did y'all say in the comments? Shit, I don't remember. I was trying to keep up. Y'all know how my brain be. Shit. Y'all was talking about Kada. What were y'all saying about Kada? I don't remember. Corbin is a wet towel, y'all. That man has no chat. He has no conversation.
Corbin GPT.
Yeah, Corbin has no chat. He absolutely is. I clocked it last night for people, but I don't know who was here. But Corbin basically, I don't know if y'all noticed, but he had a pillow between himself and every girl except for Melanie and Kenzie. Those were the only two girls he didn't have a pillow in between himself with. So even the Kada propaganda, I think he thinks she's cute, and I am curious what he feels like he needs to protect himself around with her. Maybe he feels like she's going to see him too much. Maybe he knows that she's going to clock his tea, which is why she came back and told the girls. Right? She didn't hold out. Right? So as much as Kada is a meanie beanie, right? She will tell you about yourself and gather you the fuck together. She absolutely still went back and told the girls, this is how this man is moving. Just FYI. It is too many light brights for me, princess. Okay. Oh, that's what I wanted to say about Anaya real quick. And then I'm going to kick it to my panel. Y'all, also, I'm sorry. My mods gave y'all a goal. I'm going to give them 10 more minutes, mods, because we're just now announcing it out loud. 150 by 25 after the hour. 10 minutes, babes. 150 tap goal by 25 after the hour. Here's what I want to say about Anaya. I'm giving Anaya a ton of grace, okay? Because Anaya is a dark-skinned black woman that grew up in a certain tax bracket. Do y'all understand what I'm getting at? She grew up in a certain tax bracket, which means she probably went to certain types of schools, which had certain types of demographics, okay? Y'all have heard the suburban black girls on here tell y'all what it was like for them as dark-skinned Black girls in suburbia. And that's not even necessarily in the tax bracket that her family was in. Do you understand? Okay. Suburban Black girls told y'all the Black boys wasn't checking for us. In fact, oftentimes they chose boyhood over their Blackness and would mistreat us as Black girls. So y'all really about to be on my sis about the fact that she is attracted to white boys and light brights? When that's probably who was checking for her? No shade, all tea. So now I understand she absolutely was pointing out characteristics that are aligned with whiteness. Absolutely. Okay. Absolutely. She's the light skin, the curly hair, I think she mentioned, and the light eyes, I think is what she said, right? All features aligned with whiteness. You are not wrong. You are not wrong. But Anaya also is 23 years old. Give her a little bit of grace, because she even said last night when Casey gave her this affirming chat, right? She said, okay, Bat, she said, I used to feel this way about myself when I was younger. As I've gotten older, this is a new thing for her as she's gotten grown. Give her a little bit of space. Give her a little bit of space. Anaya for me is the definition of like having a preference for real. Not like a preference like how some black men be saying they have a preference. Like a real preference, right? Because yes, she prefers a light bright, but she doesn't exclude dark-skinned men. Does that make sense? She still thinks Casey is attractive and is still exploring with that man and is still allowing herself to be like, she's not saying, oh, I can't fuck with you because you're a dark skin. That would be color struck. That would be colorism at play. And that's not what any of us are watching Anaya do with that man. So I know y'all, let's give me the 10K followers. That would be so lit. I'm very, very close. But like, that is the difference between her. There's not necessarily a big difference between being color struck and colorist. Most colorists are color struck. All colorists are color struck. I really don't think that you can be one without the other, to be perfectly honest. It's just when you're sort of like them being light, in this instance, right? Them being light skinned is like a novelty. Like it's like that makes them more beautiful. Like that's like you're sort of enamored and enthralled because they're light skinned. Does that make sense? Because y'all know, I tell y'all all the time, there's plenty of us light skins that are funny looking. Okay. Being light skinned is not, but people that feel like just because you are light skinned, they be having the funniest looking ass person, but they be like, they fine just because they light skinned, they color struck and they colorist, baby. Because that person look funny. And you know how they be knowing they look funny because they have little babies that ain't light skinned and they be able to recognize that the baby actually is funny looking. And then they finally realize, okay, I'm just saying. Okay, enough. I'm gonna get off of Anaya, but like, yeah, I just want us to give my girl a little bit of grace, just a little bit of grace. Listen, T.I. and Tiny, but you know what? Tiny used to be cute until she got into like a really bad car accident and had to have her face like restructured, and then she just kept fucking with it, as far as I understand. I agree, Corbin. He a little funny looking at me too. I'm not trying to be shady, you know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't ugly. But I wonder if people would think he was as cute as he is if he was a dark-skinned black man. I wonder.
And what is this accent that he has?
He's Jamaican. Yeah, he's Jamaican. Okay, I'm gonna go dark-skinned lover girl because dark-skinned lover girl has a question. I feel like you about to try to be shady, dark-skinned lover girl, but go ahead, baby.
Hold on, who's Jamaican?
Corbin is.
I had two questions, but I think you kind of answered one right now with Anaya, which was, do you still feel from the sub video that she's given a little bit of damn. All right.
I'm
Um.
gonna answer it. I'm gonna answer it without trying to give it away.
Okay.
I stand by the fact that she knows all the tea.
Hmm.
She knows all the tea. That said, I'm right into the wheels fall off. So I actually don't even really give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I think that she has a little bit of people pleaser in her, and not like, I don't mean it in a negative way, because I think that people pleasing can be manipulative. I mean it in like, I've said it before, right? Like, she works in the nonprofit industry, which very much so sort of props up and praises when people martyr themselves for the sake of the system. And so I think that her natural instinct, her inclination may be to give of herself, which may make her do things at the request of other people or the behest of other people, even when maybe it's not in her best interest, or she should kind of take a step back and be like, no, I don't think I want to do that. I think she may be more agreeable. Does that make sense?
Hmm.
Okay.
Also, my second question is wouldn't this leave be, if I'm saying her name right, a little bit more like, are we not worried about her? Because I feel like Gabe is going, he do be going, and there is a new blonde girl coming in. Wouldn't she kind of, are you not worried about her a little bit?
I am worried that he is going to move around. I think that for me, the biggest thing that I think about Gabe is that Beatriz is the only person that actually can speak to him. I think that English is a real, like, it's still very challenging for him. And this is why you see them often talking like Spanish, or we don't see them talk a lot at all. I think because I don't know if we can communicate. Like, and I said this, right? I said this before the season even started, that I was wondering whether or not Gabe was going to have a similar experience to what Mert had during Love Island games. Beautiful man, but can't really communicate.
It's just not, y'all just gotta sub up, spend your money, sub up, and you'll understand what we're talking about. Also, I'm looking at the comments. There's a lot of y'all in here, and I really don't get up here with all of y'all. Y'all, it's a lot of new people. Follow her. Also, Tina, what's up? Like, you don't like to sleep or what? Like,
Listen, I be sleeping.
no, I woke up. I went to bed. I woke up, and you were still on live. I'm like, oh no. But
Okay, we were on live late last night. You right. I'm gonna give you that.
I feel like you go on live late because of the show, but then also because I don't feel like a lot of people be in here telling, reporting, and maybe that's why. Because they be reporting from anything, they just be reporting people.
I will say that, like, last night, there was no reporting last night. Honestly, I haven't had much reporting, honestly, since season 8 started. I think today was the first time I've had people get reported since season 8 started. I got reported and then Jules got reported. I think that's the first time. The melodramatics have followed me or found me or whatever the fuck, and they can't do nuance. But other than that, it's been pretty chill since season 8 started. I will say I go on because I go on after the show. I try to go on after the show. But it still be a lot of people in here.
Okay, and this is my last question. I promise that I'm gonna drop. Do you think that the people that don't believe that Casey is being genuine with Anaya, is it because like we don't trust men, or is it a little bit of colorism too? Because it's like I'm hearing, I really don't watch like that. I really watch y'all, and then I watch the show, but I'm really watch like that, and they don't really show them like that. So when I'm hearing KC talk, I'm like, niggas ain't shit. So that's just how I feel. But is it because I feel that way because he's a man, or do I feel that way because I may have a little bit of colorism in me, because I do see I do think that pixie cut girl is cute, and I can see people going. So is it because I feel that way because I feel like, oh, there's a light-skinned girl coming, and as a dark-skinned woman that is raised in the suburbs, and you know what I'm saying, the area, I do have a little bit of Naya in me. So is it the men, or is it both? Could it be both?
I want to answer your question, Katana. You saying I love her honesty. Listen, if you're new to me, This is how we function in my panel. Like we will name our shit and we will talk about the shit. We will do nuance. Okay, Boogie, I'm gonna drop you because your mic won't turn off, babe. Request back up. We do that in here. So so that's why she knows she can come up here and ask that question and she's gonna be safe over here because we're brave over here. We hear things that we don't always like over here, and it's okay. So dark skin, I would say that it can be both, right? I think that the fact that you're even questioning it means that there's something there for you to investigate, right? Like there is a curiosity of like, oh, where is that coming from? And so I think that there's something there for you to investigate around it. As far as overall though, no, it's okay. It just wouldn't turn off. Just request back up, babe. As far as like overall, what people are doing, I think that it is a little bit of both, right? I think that there are some people that just can't believe that a man would say that to a black woman unprovoked, that he must want something out of it, right? And I'm gonna give a little bit of grace and I'm gonna get on their ass a little bit, right? So the grace part of it is I understand when that has not been a common experience, when that has not been something that's been normalized in your life, when that is not something that you have seen and experience, that it feels like you must want something from me, right? If you have the experience of men, period, only bigging you up in order to get something out of you, it's going to be hard to trust it, especially because to Jules's point, we were dropped off in the middle of that conversation. We have no context as to why that conversation happened. And so it might feel like, well, where the hell did that come from? Why are you doing that? Unless it has some ulterior motive, right? And so I can understand that part of it, right? And that's like the trauma of it all, right? Which they need to investigate rather than projecting. Rather than saying it can't be real, they need to sit with, why do I feel like that? Where is that coming from, right? Get curious, just like you are. The part of me getting on their ass, right, is there are a lot of people too, though, that just can't, nobody would say that about a black woman, right? Like y'all don't actually love us. Y'all don't, it's too much brain rot is what it boils down to. Too many people sitting in these goddamn panels debating about women and men and who brings what to the motherfucking table. Okay. All these goddamn gender wars in black community. It's too much of that bullshit. And so now y'all just cannot believe that there are black men that just unequivocally and unapologetically fucking love black women. That feels hard to believe, right? And I think that it has to do with like I don't know if they would have felt the same way if it was a light bright that he had said it to, right? Because Anaya is unambiguously black, which is what he likes, according to him, right? She is unambiguously black. He's not thinking of a girl that looks like me when he thinks about the black woman as the blueprint. He's thinking of Anaya. And I think when you are in spaces, again, this is sort of the beauty and the downside of social media, when you're in spaces that normalize down talking dark-skinned black women, all these goddamn podcasts, raise the taxes on fucking mics, bro. Like it can make it very easy to feel like there's no way that a black man would say that about an unambiguously black woman. It cannot possibly be real. But I think he is sincere. I know lots of I say this, I think I've said this before. All the black men in my family are married to black women. And not just the light brights, right? My black sons like black girls and not just the light brights, right? So like there actually are men and boys that are raised to appreciate and love the black woman. They just may not be the loudest people. But we got to not let only the loudest voices be the voices that we hear. You know what I'm saying? So I think that there's something for you to sit with and investigate. But I also do think that like, you're right in that, like some people, it is just something else. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I agree. Cause I'm a dark skinned black woman with a black man. So I know there's black men that like them. And so, yeah, I think it's both for me too. So I gotta look into it. But thank you, y'all.
Love you down. Okay, Jim, please go ahead and give me your thoughts, my love. Oh, y'all are on a tap break until 40 after the hour, y'all.
Hey, y'all.
Hi.
So, okay. I really wanted Gabe out of my villa until Corbin stepped onto that thing. Corbin handsome? I'm not attracted, but he is handsome. I wonder if he did not have that voice and his height, would the girls be overly going? Like, especially Kenzie and Melanie. Like, I don't know. I just wonder because I like his voice. I'll give him that, but he's a one trick pony, real bad. I want the girls to gather so they can figure that out. I felt like in the last episode, some of them did talk, but I can't remember if Kenzie like repeated how he did the same thing to her. I can't remember. What I will say with Melanie, is it me or did the girls not make a pact to hold each other accountable? Way before she said that thing to Sincere. I feel like I remember Melanie being like in the confessional, or I don't know, maybe she was talking to somebody.
You're
And
correct.
she
You're
was like,
correct.
"Oh yeah, we're gonna." I don't know the words she used. Not gonna misquote her, but it was like the gist of it was we're supposed to hold each other accountable, check each other, whatever. She says a lot of things that she doesn't mean. I know she's young. I want her to grow because it's not just male centered. It gives like male identified. I know there's some like extreme anxious attachment. I feel like every move she makes almost is out of like fear and entitlement. But even the entitlement, she has a loose grip on because she doesn't really believe she's that girl. It seems like she's like clinging for control of what she thinks she's supposed to be in her mind. I don't know if it's because of what she has been in other circles in her life, what she has been told, or just what she believes or wants for herself, but she seems to like spiral when she feels like she's losing control. I'm gonna give her a little grace because she's young, but maybe you gotta. I hope you come out of this villa, see yourself, and really, really grow because it's one thing to like have your issues with the men, but you also have it with the girlies. And I don't know. Now that I think about it, I don't know. Maybe issues are rarely one sided like that. You know what I mean? Like if you have issues like that, maybe it's rare that it only happens in romantic situations, in romantic connections. So I don't know. But yeah, she definitely said we're supposed to check each other. So I don't really agree with anyone who thinks that Bea stepped wrong. Like, no, that was the agreement. That was the pact. Now I don't know if they all made a pact about giving the next person to Kenzie. But here's the thing about that. Some YT people, you give them an inch, they take a mile. Because Kenzie went from nobody to everybody. Okay, that's an exaggeration, but there are some women who have like one connection, my girl Anaya. So why are we doing the most for Kenzie and now she has like three, even if Corbin might not be a real connection? Like, I just want us to stop trying to overly help YT people. I'm sorry, that's how I feel. Actually, I'm not sorry about that. So, who else? Casey, that's his name. I'm here for Casey. I am here for. I want to say I'm here for Bryce. I want to see what Bryce does tonight. I do like Bryce and Trinity for now, but I really, especially after the last episode. But I want to see what happens tonight because I just don't know. I don't. The age thing, that's a bit much. That's a bit much because he's gonna be 30 in 20 days, and she's still in her early 20s. Um, Kata, much respect. I love how she's like doing her villa experience. I was wondering if Zach is like a Sapiophile, and maybe that's why he and Kata get along a lot, and he's not coming across as fun or engaging or whatever. But now I need to see a little more. I don't know if the producers are not showing more of their conversation, like how I feel like they're doing Casey and Anaya. But I need Zach does a lot with Bryce, and that's all fun and everything. But sir, where are you elsewhere with Kata, or even just exploring other options? You're giving us nothing. I really want Anaya to rest. I do. But I want to show her some grace simply because I feel like all these people have watched the last season. They know a lot about what happened after. And I can understand her not wanting to come across wrong to certain people. I can understand her not wanting to be at the receiving end of some of that vitriol. And I also wonder, like, if some of what Casey said last night was him speaking up for her, like, because maybe she is tired and we just don't see that. And him saying that was about what Black women experience in the world, but also what the girls are going through, Anaya and Trinity, in the villa.
Mm-hmm.
Just a thought that I had. Who else? I feel like that was everybody. Oh, Bea. I really like Bea. I don't like Gabe for her, but for now, what he's giving her, I'm okay with it. I don't want her to let Melanie manipulate her anymore. But I get why she just said, let me just apologize, keep it moving or whatever. Like, let me squash it. Because some people you do have to realize nothing you say is gonna get through to them. I was thinking that Sincere is gonna bring a real crash out of Melanie with Casa, but I think I have predicted like way too far ahead. I think it's gonna happen before then. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're fine. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I am rooting for Kata, Trinity, Anaya for sure. She is absolutely gorgeous to me. And I don't know if Casey was speaking to the little girl in her, because sometimes you are told things when you're young and then you have to grow into yourself. But what you were told as a little girl still can live rent free in your head. And I hope that she pours into herself and speaks, to herself the way Casey was. I do appreciate what he said, but I want her to like know her own beauty for herself, because that's one of the things I think about Mel or Melanie. She doesn't seem to be self-assured in her beauty. She has to be validated externally, and that's not good. That's not stable.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, you touch so many things that I think are really, really important. I also, like I've said repeatedly, I really want Anaya to rest. I want Anaya to realize that like this is also her vacation, and like you also get to have a fun experience on the island, and you don't owe anybody your labor. That said, something that I perceive about Anaya from the first moment she walked in, like I said, the girl, she has a magnetic energy, in my opinion, from what I can see about her, right? And she's very full of compassion. Like we were able to see all of this in the first episode. In my opinion, if you were like really watching her, she's got a shit ton of compassion. She's very like open and receptive. She's very edifying to other people, right? I think that she is naturally that way. And when you are young, as someone that people used to think I was their therapist before I became a therapist, right? You really have to learn how to set up boundaries, right? You really have to, that's a skill that you have to develop though, y'all. It's not, you don't always just know how to do that, And her being so young, I would imagine that it's something she's probably having to learn, right? Like she's probably, I think you could be onto something, like she might be getting fatigued because now she can't get away from it, right? It's one thing to have your homegirl call you up and you're the place and all that, and then you don't got to talk about it for 5 more days. You're every day in the villa faced with that.
yeah.
You know what
And
I'm
it's
saying?
everyone. Like it's so
Exactly.
much. Do you think she's a
Even sincere. Even sincere,
okay.
like
With
even the
Sincere,
boys.
I'll
So
just
it's
say
like,
really quick. With Sincere, I just wish she would have shut it down a little earlier. Like it went on way too long. I would have simply, and I know she's younger, but I would have simply said, I don't know, I think you should just talk to her. That's it. You should just talk to her. You don't need to give me the whole rundown, sir. Just talk to her. I'm not going to tell you how to do it. I'm not going to tell you when to do it. I'm not going to hold your hand and walk you over there to all the fields or wherever Melanie was sitting. You came to me. You have a problem with Melanie. Y'all have this on and off toxic thing going on for just 2-3 days. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe y'all should just talk. I think it'd be best for y'all to just talk. That's all I have to say. Because if I
Yeah.
keep giving you more, you're going to be taking more and more from me. You're going to be coming. You're going to be encouraging other people to come. And I'm also not setting like my boundary to stop you or anyone else. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. No, yeah, I think so. Part of what I hope for Anaya happens, there's a couple of things that I hope for a couple of the girls. What I hope for Anaya is that this experience teaches her that she doesn't have to be people's dumping ground, right? Again, a very hard lesson to learn, but one that I do think is imperative if you are going to be a healthy person in life, right? I think she also, I hope that she also learns that reciprocity is a thing that she deserves, right? They're all coming to you, but baby, can you go to them? You know what I'm saying? There needs to be reciprocity in our relationships. We all should be getting something from one another, right? And that's not to say that relationships are transactional, but that they should be equitable, right? The other thing that I hope that Anaya really takes away from this experience is that whatever happened in her earlier years, there are Black men that see her as valuable and love her exactly how she is, whether it ever ends up being romantic or not. Because I think that her and KC are really doing a good job of like leaning into really getting to know each other and really being friends. Like we hardly ever see them kiss, but we see them talk and we see them hug and we see them connect. And so I think that it is going to give her something, hopefully, that she's able to walk out with. Beatrice, I hope that she walks out realizing that like, you can be sexy and feminine while also being all the other parts of yourself as well, right? Like that you don't have to
without a man.
Separate, right? These are not separate pieces that have to exist outside of each other, but that you can also be that in your athleticism, in all the other parts of you. You know what I'm saying? I agree. They do, Jalissa. They do. Melanie, honestly, what I hope for her is that I hope that Melanie walks away from this experience learning how to take direct feedback and not perceive it as what's the word I want? Not perceive it as like vitriol or like hatred or like
attack or something.
An attack. Yeah, you know, like you're just giving me direct feedback and it's okay for me to receive that. I hope the other thing that I hope that Melanie takes away from this experience is that I should consider the impact of my behaviors on other people is explicitly for Melanie, other women. I hope that she takes that from this experience. Because because it's the girls that hold you down, right? It's the girls that you can check in with and that will see about you when you're feeling a way about that man, right? So don't do things then at their expense. And so I hope that she learns to prioritize her women friendships as much as she is prioritizing the male gaze and the male affirmation. That's the only people that I really. Oh, Trinity, I hope that she has the best fucking summer of her life because that's what that girl is there for, and she better.
She's gonna make sure of that. Trinity's gonna make sure. Well,
she better have the best damn summer.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
She better have the best damn summer of her life, and if I have anything to do with it, that girl is gonna stay on that island having as much fun as she possibly can for as long as she can.
Right. I want her to take Anaya with her too. Like Anaya, look here. We taking the day off. How about that?
Yeah, because I feel like she's not as like exuberant. Anaya's not as exuberant as she was on day one. Like she's still gorgeous and she's sweet. I want her to like learn how to assess when someone really values you. Because this might be a reach, but I feel like Kenzie kind of making it into a joke with the slime game that Anaya knows all the tea. That to me would signal to me you don't value the shoulder that I provide for you to make a joke about it. Which would make, like, I know it's like a little jokey joke, but I don't play about jokes. Like we can joke, but what's a joke? What like you might be saying more with a joke to me.
Correct. In every joke, there is a little bit of truth, and I say all the time to y'all, you have to be careful of jokes that come at your expense.
Yeah. And what's her name? Melanie too. how she
Exactly.
responded to Anaya. I mean, I know it wasn't specifically just to her, but a lot of that was to her. You know, this girl is chasing you, so you don't value me either. You want to pick me up and put me down, not put me down as in like uh. I can't think of the word I'm looking for, but not put me down as in come against my character, but like
No, but like a
place
tool.
me. Yeah, you want to
Yeah.
use me when you want to, and like when you're in your little zone of your crash out, you forget about like how I have shown up for you.
Right.
That
You
to
go
Right.
back
me,
to Kenzie.
that's some disrespectful stuff right there, baby. You can never come to me again.
All
Maybe
right.
if I really know you and we're really friends, I'll give you one more shot. But one thing about it, I'm not Jesus. And
It's the fact that she did that and tried to run to the one person she's been trying this entire time.
oh, that was so wild, and that's why I love Kata because girl, baby, who? What?
What? They was looking like, girl, what? I'm sorry. Is she talking to me?
One thing,
I
if
know
I
she not
am
talking to
beefing
me.
with someone, I do not ask that person for help. I do not. Maybe it's prideful. If I'm beefing with you, I'm not asking for help. We
But
gotta
she,
squash
but she
it.
acting like she not beefing though. But here's my thing though, and I feel like tell me if I'm petty or not. Because quite honestly, after that, all of that, and then when Sincere went to go have a conversation with Anaya and pulled her for a chat, and he immediately starts trying to get her to help him deal with my felony or whatever. I was upset. I was really upset because I said, I know you put her for a chat and you want to talk about another. Do you not know that she was at your door too, fool? Why
Wait,
you want to
what
talk
did
about
you
that,
call the
heifer?
girl? What did you
The
call the girl?
felony.
What ain't that? That's her name.
Shut up,
Y'all always
Vibes.
picking on me. Y'all always picking on me. But no, I really thought that was kind of like you knew I was interested in you. We be chit chatting or whatever, and bond. But remember, still, I was in front of your door. You were someone I was interested in, and now you're the one you chose over me is crashing out, and you want me to go. What would you? I'm not. First of all, I didn't get my CNA for that heifer. Are you like? Am I being petty? Like, I mean, what the heck?
No, I don't disagree. I think it is very, again, I know that we're not seeing everything, y'all. And maybe Anaya has decided she don't give a fuck and she moved on from that man. But I do think it is very almost cruel, if I'm honest. It's kind of cruel and mean hearted
What?
to feel like I should come to you and complain about my relationship problems with the girl that I chose over you. Like, so I'm supposed to, it's giving the expectation of that a lot of people will put on Black women in general of like, oh, you need to swallow your stuff in order to hold me, right? It was, oh God, I'm going to reference season 7 for 2 seconds, right? It was the moment where after the heart rate or after the stand on business challenge, or the heart rate challenge. No, it was after the heart rate challenge when our girl was already going through all of her own stuff, navigating that man and that little girl, right? And it's you want to talk, and she's like, well, I mean, you did kind of do a lot, and now you're mean because you're not making space the way that you're supposed to make space because you're supposed to be the mammy, consciously or subconsciously for them. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't like the fact that it was almost like a request for her to swallow her own stuff in order to hold space for him. But I will say, obviously, I don't know everything that's happening in the villa. I just didn't love it, if I'm honest.
But correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't 23 and Melanie also say when he was doing that conversation with her, talking about, oh yeah, that's why you my dog?
Ciao.
Kiki, you're correct. He did say that.
Absolutely did. Yep.
I was just saying.
DAWG. Yep.
You heard me,
Okay, K
23 and
Boogie.
Melanie.
I need K Boogie to give me your thoughts, y'all, and then we're gonna have to wrap the panel. Show's gonna come on soon, and I will try to come back after the show, y'all. Really just depends on my energy level, and we will do another panel. But K Boogie, please give me your thoughts, my love.
Hello, everyone. I just want to give a slight disclaimer. I am at work in my work setting right now, so there's going to be a lot of beeping because I work in a hospital. Anyways, I have not commented on anything that one of you guys has said. First question is, am I still a subscriber? Because I know I got to re-up on that. If I'm not,
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I can look.
But Oh, hey, girl. So my thoughts. I wanted to start on Anaya. As someone who semi grew up in a richer neighborhood, my grandparents were pretty wealthy. I think my grandpa was a millionaire at one point. So I went to mainly private schools as a child and stuff. I fully understand what Anaya possibly went through as a child. As I don't know if I'm dark skin or brown skin. I just kind of look sexy and black, you know. But as that, I was very much forced to look at color because my grandmother is half black and half white, and she acts very much like a white woman. And I know that sounds horrendous, but that is a white woman trapped in a black woman's body. So I was very insecure about everything about myself, and I had to deprogram myself. And thinking how young Anaya is right now, 23, I started deprogramming myself when I was about 17, 18, when I cut my hair and went natural and everything. So I really do relate to what Anaya was going through and probably is still going through as someone who's always surrounded by white people. And I soon learned that white people suck. No offense if there are any white people in here, but it's true. And having someone to affirm that your black is beautiful is absolutely amazing. Now, I don't like that she's being a little mammified, you know? I don't like that. I feel like it's draining her right now. It absolutely is. She has that less energy that everybody keeps talking about, and it's very obvious. And we're not even a full week into the villa. That's crazy. That's all I have to say about Anaya. This is what I want to talk about. Melly Mel, I hate you. I hate you, woman, and I want you out immediately. I don't like you. I don't like how passive aggressive she is. I feel like she's very insecure, but also has delusions of grandeur at the same time. And the way that she sticks her nose up at people pisses me off to no end. I can't deal with it. I cannot. The way that she looked at Bea, when she said, "And I did that." Oh my God, I had to rewind a couple times. That wasn't just the OCD. I really had to rewind and relook at her facial expressions. Cause who were you looking at like that? I just got restricted.
Okay, go ahead, because you're my last person anyway, so it's fine.
Okay. To whoever decided to report me, you're a loser and you deserve nothing. Anyways. Melanie, the way that she looks at people, the way that she speaks to people, the way that she's so backhanded, it's really annoying. And it's really problematic. And we already had one of those. And I don't want that again. Because honestly, most of the people who were watching last season were stressed out throughout the entire show. I was stressed out watching it through the entire show. And I don't want that again. So I would rather her leave now than have to deal with that. I'm all for a good, clean competition. But when it's someone who's like that, who just like throws rocks, hide their hand, I don't want that or need that anywhere near me or in my villa, especially not around Anaya. The way that you were talking about KC, how about a KC backhand you, baby? Calm down. I think that's all I have to say. Yeah. But thank you guys.
Of course. Listen, I do want to highlight one more comment that just came in. Miss Petty said, I agree. The fans that come with those type of islanders ruin the show. And that is why, and I see you, but babe, I got to wrap. That is why for me, I am not willing to give it any more attention than just like the nuanced takes that I have about it. I'm not willing for us to relitigate shit over and over and over again about what happened with her. I'm not willing to do that because I feel like it only fuels those types of fan bases where then and I'm not talking about the normal ones. What do they call themselves? I don't know if they call themselves. But I have Melanie fans in here, right? And so I'm not talking about the normal ones, right? The same way we're not talking about shalacers, we talk about shaloozers, right? So they don't call themselves melodramatic. That's what we call them, y'all. That's not a good name. But like the fact that they, there are going to be some people in that fan base that are going to go over the top with feeling like they need to protect her from something, right? They're not going to be able to listen to any real discourse around her. And so I'm not willing to be a person that creates a space that then feels like it gives more amp and fuel to their fire. And so I agree. It often moves from even being about the islander and it becomes about the fan base, right? No shade, all tea. Same for me with Uno, right? Like, yeah, there were things I didn't like about Uno, but I was always able to hold him in a nuanced space. It was them fans that was getting on my goddamn nerves, right? It wasn't even really that man. It was them fucking fans that was doing too damn much. You know what I'm saying? So I agree. I think that if we discourse about it to an extent, but we don't spend all of our time on live discoursing about it, I think it's going to make it where they can't quite be as toxic as they would be otherwise. Does that make sense? So yeah, I agree. I'm actually enjoying this season. I think that there are parts of it that are really fun. I agree that there are parts of it that are like, ugh, I don't really want to deal with that. And I'm not going to come to you, babe, because I got to wrap. I got to go. There are parts of it that I don't really enjoy. And I agree. I am watching to see how Melanie impacts the villa. Right now, it has not been fun in the ways that she has impacted the villa. And I don't want it to get worse. That's it. Okay, I love y'all down. Have so much fun watching the episode. I'm pretty sure that Ginger is going to stream the episode. I think who else? I think Takia is streaming the episode. Anyway, go watch the episode. Have a great time. I will try to see y'all after that. Love y'all down.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. If you're not following me, please follow me. I would love to get to 10K. Okay, bye.
Yeah, please follow Tina, and never mind when her and Chris get up here and she get all soft voiced and whatnot. Sorry, you know I'm Team Big C and I had to get one in. I'm Team Big C all day, every day. Shut up. You see how she get real soft? Y'all see, it's 237 y'all here. Y'all see how she get real soft? You mentioned Chris' name? Shut up. Now go tell that man you finished your plate. Go tell that man you finished your plate.
I didn't, so I can't even go tell him that I didn't still. He gonna be like, girl, okay, bye.